All right, we're in game. Dark Inside versus Native Gaming. This is to advance to the elimination bracket. Loser will be knocked out of the tournament. On board, Empyrean CTF, we're on board with the Gilkster himself, picking up the S7, taking this route into Sword right now, but he's got information that a player has already made it to his flag. That overshield's still going to be in play. Gilk going to be able to hit the body shot and clean it up, trying to get that overshield, but the reinforcements are there, and that flag is on the move.
I was going to say Gilkey plus Empyrean CTF, you're usually in for a good time and a long time, but instead it's going to be Native Gaming potentially going 1-0 down here. Dark Inside are going to start off perfectly, and this is exactly what they would have needed. A little bit of a confidence booster after a couple of rough matches so far in pool play.
Yeah, Native Gaming coming into this series, clearly the favorite, I would say, is Dark Inside, one of our open bracket teams coming in. Having a couple series under their belt here today, you need to use that to your advantage. You come in warmed up, and now perfectly doing so to be able to go up 1-0. It did look like Gilkey's snipe potentially fell off the map, so Native Gaming not even going to have that on their side as Tapping Buttons gets knocked down to no shield. He's forced to relocate into runway, plays his life, backs up till Sword, sees Piggy, his cuts. He's able to get that kill, and now he's got to deal with these players that are in Sword. It is going to be on the other side of the map. Descendant with the snipe right outside this door. He's got to hunt down Descendant, and Descendant trying to play his life is going to throw that snipe off the map. But Tapping Buttons able to get 2 kills, and this is the open Native Gaming could use to get a pull.
And of course, these were the kind of teams that Native Gaming were playing against when they were competing in pool play the last couple of events, so they know them very well. But perhaps that could also be a detriment as well, because Dark Inside know how to maybe pick apart the likes of Native Gaming and know where their weaknesses may lie. But it looks like this flag is just going to be staying here. Not going to be a run available for Native.
APG not able to finish out that one shot. Is all of Native Gaming going to be put on the respawn? Barcode has made his way into the courtyard. He's no shield. Barcode somehow gets that kill on Envore before going down. It's going to be 3 down for Dark Inside. Now, right now, you want to see Gilk get into this mauler, block these spawns, as he's able to hit some good damage onto this player flag. He wants to wait for reinforcements before he overcommits to this. He's got the reinforcements he needs, and now a flag being pulled to the plat as 2 go down for Dark Inside.
Gilkey just trying to cover right now whilst the flag is moving, but maybe just over-challenges a little bit. The flag should be far enough to tie this one up. Barcode's going to have it in hand and will be able to hammer this one home. So a good response from Native, despite going a flag down in the early stages, and now it's a chance to try and regain map control.
Yeah, settle the nerves here for Native Gaming as they're able to tie this one up 1-1 versus the next 2 caps. Rockets did come up in the meantime. It was Ezho that picked them up. Unfortunately, Ezho misses that first rocket. Barcode somehow able to play his life, but as I say that, 3 go down for Native Gaming, and here comes the flood from Dark Inside. We're going to get another flag pull, and can Native Gaming come off respawn and potentially stop this cap?
I like this from Descendant as well. Just ignore for now, get the flag far enough that you can make it uncontestable from that area, and actually it allows the spawners to push up a little bit further. You can see Piggy's been able to do a job in the kill feed. If you play this one right, this should be a cap.
That should do it. Playing it right might not be how it's going for Descendant as he misses the flag. No harm, no foul, though, as the slays did come through. That Piggy double kill guaranteed that this was going to be a cap in Dark Inside's favor. They're able to go up 2-1 now here in game 1. Snipes are up, and Descendant's made his way from capping that flag to this S7. He's going to try and post up top turret. You know Native Gaming are going to be looking to push, and I like this defensive stance right now from Dark Inside. But a lot of responsibility is going to fall on Descendant's shoulders here momentarily as the Native Gaming push looks like it's going to come from the bridge.
I don't want them to sit back for the entire 6 minutes that we have left. Excuse me, 8 minutes as I put my glasses on. But right now, because Native are going to be applying so much pressure, it makes sense just to put yourself in a spot where you can maybe get a headshot that can help the team regain control in the middle of the map.
Descendant not able to hit any of these shots, and because of it, the flag on the move now. 2 go down for Dark Inside. Descendant is trying to play his life front the tower here, but he knows he's surrounded. He eventually gets traded out. It's actually a Needler run from APG that's going to be the focus of where this flag is going. He's got it through the camo hall, but as I say that, he loses 2 players, so this could be a very dangerous moment. I like this by APG. He's going to drop that flag and decide to slay. There's going to be 2 players training. Both are knocked to no shield. APG needs to find a kill. He can't do so. Envore finds 2. It's up to Barcode. Barcode finds 1. Another player on the plat. Where is that flag? It's on the stand, but however, Barcode being the last player alive, multiple members of Dark Inside have been able to hop that return, get that return, and now look to counter cap.
APG is able to get 1 off spawn, though Descendant goes down, so now Native maybe should be able to stop this flag, and they will. So no counter cap, but I guess it wasn't even a counter cap because the flag didn't even go in, but there was always that option when you are so committed to a flag, it sometimes just opens up that door to maybe get one on the go.
Bit of a blunder there from Native going down as your flags come to a camera. You just got to pick up those lanes and play your life. They were unable to do so, and because of it, they paid the ultimate price of not being able to tie this game up. However, they look to be aggressive. Envore, the last player alive, spotted in the mauler, knocked to no shield. Great damage from Barcode. Needs to get this kill quick. Can't get this kill quick, and here come the reinforcements. When you don't get the kill, you pay the ultimate price. That's your life in the mauler. Now, Native Gaming's push is going to be a little bit slower. However, Gilkey has found himself the overshield. Rockets should be in the hands of Native Gaming as well, as Dark Inside are coming off that respawn. They should not have been in position to get either. Gilkey's going to use that overshield to take down this top tower player. Gilkey's going to refocus his player on the street, his reticle onto the player's streets. He's able to find 2, 3 go down, and with 3 fresh dead, Gilk's pulling the flag plat. That should be the sign that Native Gaming can potentially tie this up. You got to watch out for that plasma, though. A instant flag run there. He doesn't hesitate. He decides to go over the nade and pays it the price with his life. Right now, Native go 2 down. A similar situation to what we saw before. Envore, a similar situation, finds a kill, but can't get a double this time around. The flag going first. It's denied from camo respawners. You got to shut this down. A double kill is everything Dark Inside fans want to see, as multiple members now dealing with APG, the last player alive in the mauler. He wants to get a touch on this flag, but first he's got to put shots. Great shots from APG and a phenomenal job getting a touch on that flag. You surely think that Native Gaming are tying this up. They do so as APG perfectly plays that situation. We are all tied up 2-2.
It was long-winded, but they got there in the end, and actually it was Barcode with a big double kill just to allow APG to get that freedom to pull the flag when it was in a dangerous area. But Gilkey's now just found a double as well from Sword. It's just going to be Descendant, the last remaining player, so again Native can surround Dark Inside here, and this is what you expect to see from Gilkey.
Gilk doing what Gilk does best, sniping on the pit. 2 players alive back tower. Gilk spots a player in the kneeler, and because Gilk tries to get aggressive, he pays for it with his life. A repulse to the snipe off the map is a great play by APG to at least remove one of the S7s that you knew Dark Inside were about to get. That cap is that flagpole is going to be returned, so a great defensive stand there as they looked to be in a dicey situation back tower. Dark Inside get out of that unscathed. The game remains tied, and now Dark Inside have map control to play around.
Yeah, this is going to be a nerve-wracking 5 minutes for both of these teams, to be completely honest, because if you go maybe just 1 down in this series, it's going to be very difficult to get back into. I feel like both of these squads are momentum-based teams as well. They get down on themselves sometimes when they do start to lose a couple of maps here or there, so you really want to be ahead in this series instead.
Big kills coming through for Dark Inside. They're looking to push. They got a player on the plat as Envore spots a player S1. It was Gilkey. He spots a player in the kneeler. Envore's lost his teammate at that base, and this is going to be his sign that he needs to back up. Rockets are up, so he's trying to support from that sword. He does pay for it with his life, but he should have given his team an opportunity to pull those rockets.
I mean, that's what was the difference maker before. It was the overshield and the rockets on the side of Native, so maybe Dark Inside can use these as a chance to try and break this little setup that Native are trying to have on the middle of the map. But you can see very patient as the approach with these rockets right now. You don't want to just throw yourself into something, get backed, and oh my god, it's actually a bad rocket. Okay, somehow tapping button survived.
A bad rocket, a bad play from Ezho. He gets caught out. Those rockets find no kills, no rewards for the power weapons. And on the map like Empyrean, you got to transition power weapons into kills, into map control. Right now, it's Native Gaming fighting for that map control. They are going to lose APG, but without the rockets on the side of Dark Inside, this push is going to be much more difficult. Tapping buttons able to trade out a kill in the kill feed to make it a 3-on-3. Gilkey looking to be aggressive, and Gilkey spotting a player in the training. No shield. That player is going to be able to play his life, you would think, but Piggy gives him an angle. Gilk takes that angle, takes that advantage, transitions into control of the top tower. Unfortunately, can't quite get to the back of the tower before Envore able to clear out his side of the map.
Envore's done very well a few times actually, at just being that last player and being a thorn in the side of Native Gaming, not allowing them to get all 4 dead, and he's been winning some big 1v1s just to keep them in this here, but certainly tough to call who's going to be actually able to find the moment to find that breakthrough on the map here.
Tapping button's going to need some help. Green and Camo trying to play both. He can't play his life. Ezho picks up a double, and that's going to be the opening door kicked open for Dark Inside into the Native Gaming base. Gilkey able to relocate into the kneeler pit, however. Going to knock this player no shield, needs to pick up this kill. Ezho starts to get his shield back. This fight gets a little dicier than you'd like it to be, but Gilkey gets the job done, clears out his side, and now looks to push with Snipe.
Yeah, that could have been bad if Gilkey had lost the sniper rifle and had gone down, but now you've got a chance to watch down long haul, try and support. the rest of the squad who are just pushed up a bit further. It's going to be Barcode leading the charge here and is going to have a chance to pull.
Barcode's by himself, but look at where Dark Inside are with the observer mode. Everyone kind of cleared out. Barcode does decide to take a fight with the player back tower. He's going to lose his life, so that flag no longer in the move. It's going to get reset, and Gilk not really with the play to make unless they give it to him. The player with snipe for Dark Inside jumps up top plat. Gilk removes his head, and this is where Native Gaming could strike. This is where the game could be decided. Another kill goes in their favor. Tapping finds a double. Gilk advances to the Envore, wants to take this slow, waiting for reinforcements to get here because he has the S7. He does not want to pull this flag. Able to get a shot onto the player green, but can't finish the kill. And that's a big kill from Piggy to eliminate Native Gaming from their side. However, tapping buttons from that double kill and that control that Gilk gave him was able to get this control of the rockets. Overshield surely in the hands of Native Gaming as well. The one player you got to worry about is Descendant, top tower with snipe, and tapping buttons not going to give him an angle as he looks to push into the Mauler. Does he clear it out? Does he actually do the due diligence of making sure no one's here? There is one player here. A beautiful slide drive-by with the rockets will give tapping not just one, but two, and a killing spree. Third player spotted out first, but tapping's going to get him weak, and he knows he can't repeat with the nade damage. Tapping going to try and advance this fight, but the Envore push from the pit is here for Dark Inside. They're able to get a kill as well. Two go down for Native Gaming, and Dark Inside's defense stands strong once again.
Only 1 minute left on the clock here as well, so maybe one last chance for one of these squads to try and steal it away at the death. Otherwise, we'll be heading into overtime. You can see Gilk has just gone down. And APG playing it very cautious here because maybe he's expecting a Dark Inside push. But with that opening frag from Barcode, it should stem this one. Native Gaming just needs to be careful.
APG, a couple crucial misses there. Don't allow him to pick up that kill. And does he know someone snuck into his Envore at this time? A player is actually in his Mauler, and if you know the timings, you're going to suspect it. Barcode able to flush out that player in the Mauler. Two go down for Dark Inside, and look how far Barcode is pushed up. The Envore is already in control, exactly what Native Gaming want to do. But the respawners for Dark Inside are going to be on the flag this time, not in the courtyard. So there are going to be two players to deal with. Does Barcode take his time here and deal the correct amount of damage? They're able to get one, make it two. The player on the cuts is the last player alive. One spawns courtyard. Dark Inside on their back heels right now as the flag goes through camo. Surely this is where Native Gaming can pull off the game one win.
Native should be able to just put this one home or into sudden death, but it does not matter. Native will take the victory and steal it at the death, which is what we were a little bit worried about. Dark Inside, just a blunder right at the very end there. And Native Gaming take the lead in this series.
Tapping buttons leading the way at 24-18, popping off for his team. Back and forth that game went, but you could tell the clear strategy for Native Gaming was control the Envore and the Mauler. Let's get this pulled flat first, and let's get this through the Envore and the camo hall. They were successfully able to do that 3 times that game, even after Dark Inside punched them in the mouth coming out the break. We're going to take a break here as we chill out. We wait for game 2 to come back. Dark Inside finding themselves down 0-1 in the elimination match for this pool. All right, game 2 for Native versus Dark Inside about to kick off here. It looks like it's going to be Aquarius Slayer to see if Dark Inside can make this series a little interesting here. Tie this one up 1-1. That overshield's going to be top mid. We got thrust bottom, pink, and right now we're on board with Gilk. He's picking up the battle rifle and starting to put in damage across the map as the rest of Native Gaming need to be approaching the middle of the map. Dan, what are you looking at to find success accessing this overshield top middle early on?
I really like the change of putting overshield top middle, by the way. I think it's really changed the dynamic of the start of the game. You don't get that just mad dash and grenades as Gilky gets a double. And it was a very calculated attack here from Native to try and grab this overshield. A little miss there from Gilky. It could have all been for nothing. But yeah, I think that was well played. I think that Dark Inside, they tried to maybe outpatience Native, and that's really not going to work out when you've got someone like Gilk watching over it.
Yeah, you get that battle rifle in the window, you can do max damage, and max damage is what Gilk has done. He's got himself the overshield to work with, and all of Dark Inside looked to be stuck back to base. A player no shield, dancing around this pillar. A little bit more difficult of a kill, bought a lot of time, but what does that do? Absolutely nothing for Dark Inside. It's an 8-2 run. I think that's an 8, it might be a 6. Either way, it's 6-3 as battle for pink control is what we're going to be focused on now, is tapping buttons now. Not to no shield from a plasma here. He's going to be forced to play his life, but Barcode's going to find the opening pick with a frag.
3 of Dark Inside yet to get a kill at the moment. They just kept getting pegged back into their base, and you can see Native starting to surround again, but Tapping needs to run, but he tries to hold his own.
No man.
He tries to hold his own against 4 players. but at least he gives all that information as Envore picks up a double.
Like a future song, tapping wins all the smoke, and he got all the smoke. He got all of Dark inside of his face, did a ton of damage. Some of those kills were capitalized on, but a 9-6 lead now for Native Gaming as Respawner is going to be over across the map. APG is going to try and cut them off and deny some space that Dark Inside are trying to gain. He's forced back, however. He's going to be by himself, so APG relocating bottom car now is going to be a great route by him to get closer to teammates. You need to play tight on this map, and he finds an unsuspecting Descendant there as he picks up a quick kill, making it 11-8.
Gotta be worried if APG's being able and allowed to move around the map this easily without anyone eyes trained, because you need to be calling him out, otherwise this is gonna happen. As I say that,
okay,
he does shut down the overshield, so APG in the right place at the right time.
Maybe not some of the best shots we've seen in Game 1, but APG doing everything for his team here at 6-1-2 and an overshield kill by himself virtually to make this game even greater in their lead. Right now, though, 14-10 as the utility push is here for Native Gaming. It's going to be won by tapping buttons, maybe a battle that he shouldn't have won, but that's what he does best, winning pivotal gunfights. Right now, the map's going to be reset, and you see Dark Inside going to be spawning towards the pink. This thrust player going to make APG's life a living hell, pink one, as he finds a nice opening pick to extend some space for Dark Inside. But Gilkey and the boys on Native Gaming are focused on this player top car. Piggy is able to pick up a kill and slide right past Gilk, making Gilk try to go for that kill, and an unbelievable job by Piggy to get Dark Inside right back in this game, 17-all.
Do you feel like Dark Inside really need this game for the series as well? If they go 2-0 down against the experience of Native Gaming, you'd be hard-pressed to say that a reverse sweep could come through. So you can see they are really sending everything into this match right now. Everyone's starting to work in tandem far better. They're kind of holding hands as players. Wolfpacking now just to try and shut down several members here of Native.
Yeah, here comes another battle for Util right now, and it's Native Gaming that brought one more player to the party, and when you have numbers, you take over. They're able to trade it out successfully, gaining the lead now 20-19. They got to be careful, however. There's still one last player top car, and tapping buttons wisely dips out of that situation where he would have been taken down if he was able to stand still, or chose to stand still, I should say. Now that they've got their shield back, they're going to relocate here to car 2, but the push is coming through on the middle of the map right now. Barcode able to deal with that push, looks like by himself, as he finds a double.
This is good timing as well. Overshield's about to pop, so Native Gaming with this control should be able to get the OV off the back of it. Unless no one's in position, that's maybe the worry. No one really put themselves in a spot, but tapping buttons is going to be the closest to it. Will secure it, and now Native Gaming can maybe start to create a lead here.
Tapping wisely, it waits for a couple kills in the kill feed to go for that, knowing that he now has the numbers. He should be able to access that overshield. With that overshield, what can he do? Virtually nothing, as he tries to contain the player's top yellow right now. Able to relocate, get some damage onto that player, pink one. A little bit of an overchow there from tapping is going to cost him his life, but a great job to deny some of the space Dark Inside we're trying to obtain there on the pink side of the map. It does look like they've been able to force their way. 26-all. The game remains tied as we cross the halfway mark. APG spotted out car 2. Piggy gets some great damage, but doesn't overextend, doesn't fly, and because of it, his head's on a swivel. He's able to take down tapping buttons. APG was spotted out. APG still being a problem there. Able to find a kill. Gilkey finds a trade. 30-all. We continue to be knocked up here as we cross the 30-kill mark.
Start to get that position where any mistake could cost you the game, really, at this point. If you put yourself just slightly out of position and all 4 of you go down off the back of it, suddenly it could be a big lead that could really snowball out of control, as Native Gaming do take one as an advantage now. Next overshield is going to be massive here, and I wonder if we start to see this game slow down because of that. Already people thinking about it.
Yeah, Ezho's going to play this one extremely slow. You see the rest of his team is going to be pink side of the map. Ezho gets some information that there's players in the utility. Unfortunately for him, there's going to be more than one. He's able to get a melee on the one, but nobody is in any position to trade on that damage. It looks like all of Dark Inside has rotated to the opposite side of the map. Look at how sneaky Gilkey is. He's got a player in the util that he's potentially spotted. Unfortunately for Gilk, the patience does not pay off. He gets spotted out, taken down, and that is where Native are going to lose map control. Tapping goes down as well. It's a 2-0 swing in the favor to tie this game back up at 32. Overshield's coming up, and you have to think Dark Inside are going to be able to get this now with the recent kills.
Yeah, this is the worst time to lose map control for Native, but maybe there is a last-ditch effort to try and get this OV, and actually just out of nowhere, They are able to get a couple of kills, and Ovi is still going to be on the spawn. So even though Dark Inside got the right kills at the right time, no one was in the right spot to get the overshield right now.
Yeah, nobody actually going for that yet. Barcode's going to pick up that plasma pistol just in case his team doesn't get it. They're able to find that first kill. Barcode is taking shots from the utility. He doesn't expect that. A battle is won. Pink 2 as well for Dark Inside. And I'm wondering what happened with that overshield right now as trades are coming across the board. It's still up, but it's Piggy who picks it up with the recent map control that Dark Inside has gained. A little bit of a risk there as you jump out with that overshield. You virtually lose the whole thing. And now that might have been one of the worst overshield plays I've seen in a long time from Piggy to throw it away. That power control removed completely. Native Gaming got map control and a lead back in their favor.
I think Dark Inside assumed that Native Gaming were going to sit back in their base and they were going to be able to push them, squeeze them, but no, Barcode pushed out, got the damage from the side, and now Dark Inside will find themselves down by 4. Native Gaming closing in on this one.
A mistake you can't make at this point in the tournament. You lose, you go home. 2-0 lead. Native Gaming are looking to approach here. 9 more kills is all to make that a reality. They're up 4, the biggest lead of the game since the start of the game right now as Barcode slows it down. He's got a teammate with him, and they're going to try and play this bait and switch. It's a 2-on-2 situation. The bridge push comes through. Barcode is fine with a trade. Did they get a second trade is the question. That player actually gets out with his life as well. 3 go down for Native Gaming, however. The push is successful. Somehow Dark Inside kick open that utility door, and now make it just a 2-kill game. Gilkey spotted out here, bottom shrooms, but he's going to be able to crouch, stay, play his life right now. But Native Gaming has no map control to play around, and as Gilk does a 360, Envore catches him with his pants down, able to make it a 1-kill game.
Considering they were down by 4, very brave from Dark Inside with the way they've been playing since, and now they're only down by 2, and they want to control top middle here. They want to be able to get this next overshield and maybe not throw it away this time. Gilkey, though, is in a position to try and contest for it, and just like that, Dark Inside find themselves ahead.
And surely they're able to get this overshield. Kills continuing to go in their favor. 45 to 43 now. The battle for Pink 2 is still underway, however. Overshield in the hands of Descendant. And what do they do with Overshield this time around? He wants to get involved. Envore and Ezho both pick up kills. 48 to 43. It has been all Dark Inside since that utility push.
You'd imagine this should be game now as well. You've got Overshield, you've got all the pieces of the puzzle. Native Gaming need to pull off a miracle if they want to stay alive in this game.
You almost want to slow it down if you're Dark Inside right now. Just get information, make sure we can trade it out, because on Aquarius, there's no power weapons to really deal with. I say that. They lose 2 members immediately. 46-48, make it a third. The last player alive is Descendant. He's still got the plasma pistol in hand, but the overshield has dwindled away. And right now, Native Gaming are split across the map. This is such an interesting situation. Players in both bases, everyone on Dark Inside stuck. Pink, the nade will come through to knock down Descendant to half shield. He's going to try and play his life, but they know he's weak. A great trade will make it just 1 kill to go. Native Gaming need 3, but Barcode goes down, and Piggy will tie this series up 1-1.
Dark Inside, they just plucked that one away from Native Gaming, who had a pretty considerable lead at one point, but just couldn't capitalize on it. And it was a great push, a fearless push from Dark Inside to take back map control, and then Native Gaming just couldn't wrestle it back.
That plasma pistol ends up being the difference. He's half shield, and he's able to trade in that corner. A beautiful game from Envore, 16, 11, and 6, and they needed every bit of it to stay in this series. 1-1 now, all tied up. As we look forward to Game 3, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back after the break.
Team took the hill. Team took the hill. Enemy team took the hill. Enemy about to score. Enemy team took the hill. Enemy about to score. Enemy team took the hill. Enemy team scored. Hill incoming. Hill ready. Enemy team took the hill. 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 Enemy about to score. Enemy team scored. Hill incoming. Hill ready. Enemy team took the hill.
To decide how he's going to get into this elevator setup. That is where Native Gaming have been respawned. Right now he's able to take down the first two. The last two players are spotted. It's a killing spree for Piggy as he's able to stay alive with this camo. It's so crucial that he plays his life. Reinforcements are on the way. Dark Inside should be able to sandwich these last two players, reset the map entirely, and gain the advantage here on point 3.
Great positioning from Piggy, as you mentioned, just to stay alive with the camouflage. 11 kills now for him as well. And his focus just needs to be communication. Where are natives spawning? Where are they going to be pushing from? Give as much info to the rest of your team as to where they can set up here.
Over halfway on point 3 here to gain the lead here in game 3. Ezho able to finish the damage from Piggy's commando rifle there. Piggy able to stay alive and continue progression in this hill. The pressure now on Native Gaming. Can they do anything about it? They lose 2 players, and this point is going in the favor of Dark Inside. They will now have the lead here in game 3.
Good news for Native is there's still plenty of time left. Sometimes after Hill 3, there won't be much to work with, depending on how competitive it's been, but it does look like there's been a fair share of time between these two players and two teams, excuse me, as Native Gaming now look to try and press this hill. But Piggy again in the right place at the right time, but can't quite take down the guild stone.
But it's okay. Dark Inside's still here. The numbers advantage, the teamwork is showing through for Dark Inside. They are able to clear out all of blue. Now they know respawners are going to be coming from elevator into white. There's already 2 players here. Ezho trying to play his life, but maybe bit off a chip, a bite more than he could chew. And right now he pays for it with his life. Envore is going to be under pressure next. deals with tapping in his face. He knows that there's another player around him because the hill was blue. That player can't quite take down the player. Envore somehow with a grenade kill as well. Getting 2 in that situation is criminal. APG able to get a kill in blue, at least anchor this back blue position. A beautiful setup here for Native Gaming as Piggy, the last player alive, is in that sneaky, is eating those frags. And if they can take down Piggy, they can stagger the respawners as well.
Man, sticks left, right, and center, and sometimes that one stick can be the difference maker as well, just to get you on the map and give you that extra player to work with as APG tries to get another, but will get the trade in the end. It's still 2-1, but Native do have the lead in this hill, but that clock is starting to be eaten away at, so this really could come down to a fact that someone wins 3-2, perhaps with the way this one's going.
And here come Dark Inside. They're able to clear out all of blue. After APG goes down, the rest of Native fall like dominoes. Ezho and the boys have done it. They've got the setup they want to potentially push this to a 3-1 lead. 2 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. Might sound like a lot of time. That time will go down if this hill rotates to bottom mid with a 3-1 lead. Right now, Native Gaming need to make a push. Ezho expects players coming from the kneeler, but knows his timing is off. Knows he's got to jump out and make a play. That he does. Finds a kill onto the player bottom double stack. Envore trades in long haul as well, but more importantly gets information. Unfortunately, the information is not going to get the job done. The shock rifle from APG stands true and allow Native Gaming to at least neutralize this hill as the clock ticks.
Dark Inside outslaying Native Gaming by around 10 at the moment, but APG does hit another with the shock rifle. Now we'll just allow tapping buttons to get a little bit more aggressive here as they now approach this hill. And Native Gaming are going to work very hard to try and pin back Dark Inside.
APG stuck in a difficult situation here. He's lost his entire team, all 4 down for Native Gaming, and surely with feet inside the hill, Dark Inside look to push this to a 3-1 lead.
Camo's about to come up as well. You can see that Descendant has the perfect view of it, so he can just watch to see if anyone from Native's going to grab it, but there's that 3-1 lead. And now with 1 minute 40 left on the clock, Native Gaming need 2 pretty flawless hills if they want to get back into this game.
They're going to be able to get the camo as well, so Dark Inside having every tool to play around, even putting Native Gaming back in respawn. That was 3 momentarily down as they pick up that camo and gain this map control right now. They're looking to be aggressive. Piggy going to make his way into white spots. 1 with his back turn. That's the easiest way to stagger the respawners right now for Native Gaming. 1 minute and 20 now on the clock. Tick-tock goes the clock here in Game 3, and Dark Inside are completely fine playing time from here on.
Yeah, Dark Inside just playing Slayer at this point as another unexpected player runs past the camouflage. It was APG who falls. Barcode does shut him down, but with 1 minute left, it looks like Dark Inside should be able to hold on to this one, because even if Native Gaming work tooth and nail to get into this one, what are they supposed to do for the next?
Descendant winning another fight in the long haul. You hear the yells from the back of the stage right now. The players starting to get hype, and for good reason. They're about to take the lead as the underdog, as the team coming from open bracket. They're about to have the advantage in the series in 40 seconds of game time. 38 as 2 players once again for Native are on respawn. They haven't had 4 up for what feels like 5 minutes long in this game, and right now finally Native Gaming able to stop the clock here at 31, get feet inside the hill. Multiple members of Dark Inside pushing long haul. They need to find a way to get Native Gaming out of the hill. They're able to get a couple of kills, but Envore going to have a split spawn towards the elevator. Going to try and grenade this player out of the hill, and every second matters most. Tapping buttons with the fight that nobody should win at least denies an opportunity for Dark Inside to neutralize that hill. However, kills coming across. It's a one-on-one. APG with the Ezho, top batteries. APG got to play towards the hill, however, and now he's got no shield but able to play his life a little bit longer. Camo in his hands, what can he do with it? It's traded out immediately, and now Native Gaming start to feel the pressure even more.
This is the problem. Even if they get this hill, they're going to have such little time for the next. And we've already got 1 team from the open bracket that have made their way into championship bracket. Dark Inside could get 1 step closer here with a victory in this map.
8 seconds remaining. Tick-tock continues to go the clock. Native Gaming have to jump in the hill, and Dark Inside playing perfectly around it. Piggy finding a double, and that's going to do it. Dark Inside now with the series lead in their favor. Gain that 2-1 advantage over Native, and now Native Gaming are 1 map from being out of the tournament.
Native Gaming's back against the wall. They fought so hard to be a pool play team after being an open bracket team for several events now. Now they find themselves here, and they do not want to fall at the first hurdle. We'll have to see what happens in the next map. Of course, we're going to go for a quick break, but when we come back, it'll be map number 4.
And we're live back in The last series in pool play, Native Gaming down 2-1. Dark Inside came out hot in Game 3, able to gain that advantage and end up playing time to gain the advantage in this series. Now 2-1, one game to make it into bracket play, and you know how bad these players want it. Envore has been a player to watch, but we're switching it over to Descendant, making his way towards the snipe. As we know, Descendant often has his eyes on the prize in that S7 right now, able to spot that player top mid with that snipe. He's going to repulse up and try and pick it up, but unfortunately Piggy has stolen that from him. So we're going to switch point of views. But fortunately for Dark Inside fans here, it does look like the advantage is going to go to them shortly as they jump in to see. They may lose points as A gets transferred, but snipe and an opportunity to play for camo is everything you could want at the start of this game.
And I think at this stage of the series, being 2-1 down, this is where the seed of doubt starts to get planted in the minds of Native Gaming. The what if? What if we are eliminated at this stage? What if we do fall to a team that come from open bracket? What is next for Native Gaming if that were to happen? You need to try and cast all those thoughts aside and focus on the game at hand as Barcode takes down one but can't get two.
Great shots from Barcode to even find one there, but unfortunately Ezho's going to be the one that picks up this camo. Where is that snipe is the big question. It's a trip cap for Native Gaming shortly as A is going to be transferred over. Gilkey smells this camo player somehow, and a beautiful trade from Gilk is everything you could ask for him in that situation as he looked to be unsuspecting as Ezho not able to get the better of him there. Barcode is taken down, and the battle for green is won by Dark Inside. Somehow, the trades do not come through for Native as they had control. They're going to have a 47-4 lead, but here comes Dark Inside with their advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly what they were looking for, to finally get B under control, but it looks like Native Gaming have full sent it over towards green. Great nade, though, from Piggy to shut down Barcode, and yes, they can turn over C, but they will be giving up B, so now you need to consider how do you want to pinch Native Gaming and the players that are over towards green.
Let's get over there, they say. There's two players on their way to back green. It's a 2v2, and you got a player looking over him. That player, Piggy, finds the kill on the Gilkey, so the 2v2, not a 2v2, as the better positioning from Dark Inside makes it a 3v2. They win that 3v2. They take over B. They do lose A, however, so not a trip cap, but continuing to score now and in control of the map are Dark Inside.
Starting to catch up, starting to close in on that early lead that Native Gaming have been able to lay down. Camouflage is going to be coming up as well. You can see Piggy starts to reposition and reconsider how he wants to approach this one, but he is also getting call-outs of players over towards green.
Wow.
He had to turn his attention towards them.
He got deleted by two members of Native Gaming, and they're going to have A and B control. Camo is going to be coming up, and that's where Tapping is going to make his way over to get eyes on. All of Native Gaming should be focused on this side of the map. They're coming from all different directions, however. And because of that, they get isolated. They get taken down. The man advantage is going to go to Dark Inside. The trades coming through. 3 go down for Native Gaming, and the last player alive, Gilkey. Can he say anything about this camo grab? They're able to get a kill with the respawner's help. However, Piggy is here to contest for this camo as well. In the meantime, A and B still in the favor of Native Gaming. A going to be transferred over. The battle for camo is going to be won by Descendant, but he's trying to get taken down. That jump would have been crazy in that situation. But Descendant gets taken down before he can get away, and that camo gets negated. B and C in control of Native still, and they continue to build this lead now up over 50.
Native playing at a really good pace, making it very difficult for Dark Inside to get back into the position that they would require to actually set up properly here. And you can see Native now locking down all three, or trying to anyway. It is a late save onto A here.
A bit of an overextension, but Barcode had tons of distraction. Gilkey, in the meantime, has found himself the snipe, and a couple of kills going in Native's favor. It's huge. Gilkey with the quick scope on a Piggy knocks him to no shield, but nobody's going to be there to capitalize. They're going to give up C. I like this by Gilkey, but you need to relocate. The S7 in this position, not the favorable weapon, but Gilkey bodies both of them, Dan. Gilkey does it himself, he says, and now all of a sudden 3 down for Dark Inside. They're going to try and push this trip cap once again. Enemy players are going to spawn A, but look at where Gilk is. He knows this, and he's going to relocate. He's going to try and get there before they do, and he starts to remove them once again from the map.
Yeah, I think if you look at the map that Native have already won, it was Imperial and had a sniper to work with. Gilkey was able to get going, and now here on Live Fire, they have the same chance to do exactly what they did in the previous. Take advantage of the Gilkster starting to pop off, as now all 3 strongholds under control, and Dark Inside are very much on the back foot.
Gilk giving them a sign of life that they needed most in this moment. 154 and climbing. APG needs to get it over to green because that's where Dark Inside are pushing. 2 players spotted in the training, 1 already in green. 3 players here Where is Native Gaming? They got damage in all these. They got feet in the hill. They get the reset as well. And the push is a failed push from Dark Inside. 3 go down again. And Native Gaming looking to push this to a game 5 at 170 to 35 now in game 4.
Yeah, Dark Inside just look a little bit flustered, a little bit lost off spawn. They aren't quite quick enough to find any sort of way back into the map, to find any control, and Native are always one step ahead, flipping C, flipping A, and now they're going to flip off over towards active camo.
Camo is up. APG trying to deny spawns, trying to make sure that they do not lose C in this. But this is a very difficult situation for Dark Inside to work around, because in the meantime, they might win the battle for camo, but the points continuing to score in Native Gaming's favor. Right now, Descendant misses the jump for the first time in the game, hits it this time around, able to get out of there, and that's incredible movement. That jump is very difficult, but under pressure even more so. Under the moment that he's doing it is so much more important. He's able to relocate towards green, help his team finally stop the bleeding at B, but unfortunately they've lost C. They've got their eyes set on A, however. They're going to give up C. Multiple members of Native Gaming are here to try and defend it, however. Damage coming through, and too much of Native Gaming resources are spent over at A. That camo is negated. However, they do have C control, so they are going to start to score, but so much work to be done if they want to come back in this game.
So it was a 160-point lead, but we've already seen this tournament that some of those leads can be brought back if you can play in the right way, and certainly at the moment, Dark Inside controlling B and C and getting aggressive towards A. This is what they need to do. Take the game to Native here and don't allow them to comfortably walk out of spawn.
Yeah, if they have any hope of coming back here in this game 4, it's going to be on the back of a trip cap. So they push that trip cap, they get that trip cap, and they get a couple of kills right on the back of it as well, spawning them towards dummies, and everybody has their eyes set on Envore getting the kills himself as he finds a triple, spots the 4th player as well. And Descendant just making sure that B is the eye of the prize here for him. He's going to be able to knock down the player that tries to swing out big door to no shield. Going to relocate here as he slowly plays this situation. They're going to have to do it with the double cap for now before they find the next round of slays.
I think what's important for Native here is not to panic. They can afford to be a little bit patient, but Piggy and Envore are getting aggressive towards A again. They are really taking the game to Native here and saying, we're not going to let you slow it down. We're not going to let you think about how you want to approach this game, as they continue to rattle the brains of Native.
Uh-oh, Descendant starting to heat up, and all of a sudden this trip cap starting to make this score a little bit closer. 202 to 150. Can they stop the bleeding? It looks like they're going to be able to get A control, but Envore trying to pressure that. Envore able to trade it out and at least minimize what would be a Native Gaming push to the next stronghold. This game all of a sudden so much closer than it was just a minute ago. The pressure coming from all sorts of angles on the Dark Inside, but Gilkey is by himself at green and needs to stay alive.
120 points unanswered now in favor of Dark Inside, and they're looking to try and make it more, as Gilkey being a little bit of a sneaky beaver, but the nades should flush him out of toilet, and that they shall. But now Dark Inside are still getting the kills, and they are taking A. It's going to be another trip cap, unless there's maybe a hold, and Native just about get the reset on it.
A massive kill from Barcode. Make it 2 from Barcode as he gets a stick in the kill feed as well to keep A under the control of Native Gaming. At least they avoid the trip cap, but the clock, the time, the points, it's still bleeding in Dark Inside's favor right now. 192 and climbing, just a 10-point game. All of a sudden, Dark Inside pushing Native Gaming with their backs against the wall.
And now they take the lead, and I mentioned that seed of doubt right at the start of this game. While that seed of doubt is growing, and Native Gaming, they look shooketh. They are really struggling, but now they will wrestle back C. Now they wrestle back A. It is a late fight back. They've finally been able to weather the storm here.
Gilkey got pressure in A as they transfer over B. What can Gil give us? Gil gives us a kill in a situation where he was dead to rights. That's a massive kill. Tapping buttons now with a lot of responsibility to stay alive back green. Has information that multiple players are going to be in A. Piggy already hitting across top mid, and you see Dark Inside from the observer mode going to be focused on C. Who's at C? APG has one teammate to play around, but here comes the push. There's going to be a lot of Dark Inside members here. APG needs to find a way to at least get one. He does so. Tapping makes his way to A. They're going to flip A for C in this situation, you'd have to think. but C still in their control. It's a B spawn from Dark Inside. They're going to be split across the map. 11 points is all Native Gaming need to push this to a game 5. But they're going to have such a difficult time now that 2 players go down.
Yeah, with tapping leaving from B to A, it just opened up the B spawns and now maybe opens up a chance for Dark Inside to still get back into this game. B is going to be the focal point yet again as Native Gaming looks to try and take it away from them. Tapping will score, and now they only need 10.
How did Tapping Buttons get B control by himself there is unfathomable to me. They're going to start to lose A, however, so this game not over yet. A point still needed as C being transferred over for Native Gaming. Tapping, anchoring this back green, continuing to be a problem. 2 down for Dark Inside, and maybe 1 push is all they'll have.
Dark Inside do get a couple of frags on the board though, but Gilkey is holding strong just to make sure that A is not going to be easy. It's not going to be comfortable as Gilkey gets a double just to keep Native Gaming ahead, but at the moment all of these strongholds flipping back and forth, no one able to take real control.
Yeah, it's going to be Dark Inside spawning over at B. These C players have got to stay alive. Where's the push coming from? 2 members of Dark Inside are focused on A. They're going to be able to get into A and potentially transfer it over, but Gilkey gets a reset and a trade. Barcode in the meantime picks up Camo. Tapping Buttons gets a kill, and 2 go down. The game is over. 250 is marked. The Camo doesn't matter, but Native Gaming will win this game 4 and push this series the distance to a game 5.
Boy, was that close though. Native Gaming who at one point had a 160-point lead, and Dark Inside bring us back to a very even game, and I was worrying for the worst for Native Gaming, but they do hold strong, they show their experience, and they will be taking us to a game 5. And of course, that will come after this break. We'll be back shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got game 5 here in pool play. The winner will go on to the elimination bracket. The loser will go home. Street Slayer's the name of the game. First to 50 kills. Dark Inside, the underdog, getting this series to a 2-1 lead, but Native Gaming winning a game 4 at the last moment. We're on board with Barcode, and Dan, I couldn't be more excited to kick this Saturday off with a beautiful game 5.
Yeah, I'm really wondering how fast this game's going to go. Is he going to slow down? Our player's going to be a little bit nervous here. And who is more nervous? Dark Inside coming in as the underdogs, a chance to try and knock out Native Gaming from the tournament. Will Native Gaming feel like because they were in pool play, because they finally got here, are they going to be a little bit worried about exiting the tournament at this stage?
First 2 kills going to Dark Inside. Camo coming up momentarily, making a 3-0 lead as they pick up that Camo. Can he get away with it? It's the question. Ezho able to get around the corner and able to play his life right now. That Camo being activated is massive. Now he's going to be a problem, and a thought in the back of all of Native Gaming's head, where did he go? Tapping Buttons the first one to find that answer out as he gets taken down. 5-3 now the lead, and another push into PD. A trade for Barcode. Eliminating that Camo player, in my opinion, is a good thing, but a 6-4 lead for Dark Inside as this starts off.
Yeah, good defensive play there from Barcode just to ensure that that Camo player didn't start to run riot on the rest of the lobby, but Native still down by 2 here. Piggy looking to try and join the rest of the team, see if he can actually scout out any players at the moment. He does often like to be at the forefront of the attack, but just one step too far. Gilkey was there and waiting.
Gilkey punishes him, and another player punished by APG. Gilk and APG go 2-0 on the B side of the map, tying this game up 7-7. They lose Tapping Buttons. Players trying to escape through the purple street as respawners coming in from Tram right now. Piggy trying to help his teammate out. Again caught out. 1-3 is Piggy. Needs to slow it down, in my opinion, right now as Barcode controls the purple street. The push is going to come into Tram. Multiple players for Dark Inside in the back. Here comes the code. Able to repulse that player, knock him to at least half shield, cleaned up by Gilkey. And now Gilkey with the red gun is going to be by himself with Tram. Look at this player, Piggy, playing very slow now on this bottom driveway location. Gilk going to be overly exposed. If he starts to shoot across the map, that will be Piggy's opportunity to get the jump on him and potentially take him down. And here comes Piggy. A little bit of an overextension there. Too quick to push, and Gilkey able to find him, knock him to no shield. And now Gilkey on the hunt for a killing spree.
They weren't brave enough to get Camo until APG finally sends it off the back of the damage that Gilkey was able to do. And now Native, they have the lead, and APG has the chance to really be a thorn in the side of Dark Inside here. But sadly, goes down straight away. But that might create an opening for the rest of the team.
Yeah, APG didn't see both of those players, so when he went for that melee, he didn't expect to be traded. A repulse from Gil keeps him alive. Allows Barcode to finish that kill, but another trade going in the favor of Native. Give them a 3-kill lead, 16-13 all.
Where did Dark Inside go from here then? You can see off the spawn, they're all just trying to get closer to one another, trying to spread themselves out a little bit at the same time though. almost a 2-2 split at the moment. It's just they watch across the map, and this is what I expected to happen, where it's just the game slowing down, a little bit of nerves to start to come into the equation.
Barcode's got to play his life here. He's in a very exposed location. Piggy's going to spot him out. Barcode forced to kind of play around this B area a little bit safer now, as he's going to be the player to focus for Dark Inside. He can't get dropped to no shield. There's a player close on the caution side of the map. He knows that he's going to get pushed. Those plasma nades will deny that push from coming. 16-13 still. I'd say it's about a 70-30 progression of map control right now for Native Gaming. They are right where they want to be, but here comes Dark Inside. Barcode can't get the trade, and now here will be a B push for Dark Inside. One does go back in Native Gaming's favor, and Tapping going to create some space over here now that he has information. Dark Inside have made their way towards B. However, Dark Inside double back. They go over to Cafe, and Tapping Buttons gets out of dodge with his life this time around, but a good source of information and not an overplay from Dark Inside to relocate after that B push.
Yeah, Dark Inside at the moment just all three of them were going from one side to another, and that is great shots from Tapping just to shut down and not allow the push. As long as the trade comes through each time from Native, they can hold Dark Inside back, and they can keep their position on the map for this camo that's coming up.
The Shroud's going to be used to try and acquire this camo. Camo's going to go in the hands of Descendant, and he immediately backs up all the way with it. He's being hunted, but the cavalry is here. Tapping Button's going to try and lead the charge. Able to find the first kill. Gilkey able to find the second kill in the kill feed. Descendant trying to play his life, but here comes Gilkey. Gilkey gets the trade, and an amazing trade to spot out Descendant in the open top tower there, and deny that camo from having any power influence so far in this game.
Yeah, still a 3-kill game, and it will slow down yet again, and this might be the pattern that we see for the rest of this match. You play safe, you play careful, you wait for that camo to spawn, and that's when you explode, that's when you go for your push. Or you do it just before the camo's coming up, because then your reward for a successful push is camouflage.
All of a sudden the map is flipped. It's all Dark Inside with the same level of control Native Gaming once had. But look at Native Gaming. They've chosen to push purple. They're going to be in tram. Here comes the B push as well. One player knocked in no shield, but so is Piggy. Piggy gets traded out, and that player that went into tram came up driveway, and now all of a sudden is creating havoc. It's Gilkey. 9-3-3 to start this game 5 out. Native Gaming still have a 2-kill lead, but what a play from Native Gaming to create some space there.
Yeah, Native Gaming doing really well to just stop this push from Dark Inside each time, and as long as they can keep 2 or 3 kills ahead, as I say that, it drops down, and as I say that, it's suddenly a tie game. As I say that, Dark Inside take the lead. Now Native Gaming, they're going to be on the back foot.
A bit of an overextension from Native Gaming, immediately punished. Dark Inside now with control of the map, red gun in their favor, and the lead 25-24. Envore anchoring this driveway position, able to try and back Tapping down, has APG in his reticle as well. Knows that APG is here and Tapping is playing towards heaven, so a ton of information for Dark Inside to try and play off of if they want to constrict the push here.
Camo's going to be coming up as well in 15 seconds, so that's why you see Envore just getting a little bit more aggressive, trying to take some space, trying to find an area on the map where maybe he can get angles. 3 dead on the side of Native at the perfect time, because this camouflage should be able to go into the hands of Dark Inside.
The second you spot 2 players PD side of the map, that's their key to push Cafe. They do so, they flank Tapping top heaven, and they've built themselves a 2-kill lead. However, Tapping still in the back of tram, becoming a problem. Camo is going to be gone. Someone's going to have it on the map. May have been traded out, but Native Gaming have been able to flip the map and minimize the damage that Dark Inside were successful with that push.
Yeah, now Native just need to make sure they don't run into the trap of Dark Inside and sending themselves in one by one and just falling like lemmings. Instead, continue with this patience. It worked out early on. They could be rewarded with it again. There was just a couple of mistakes, a couple of missed nades that allowed Dark Inside to really take some map presence as the trade comes through.
Surely Camo is going to be the player that went down if it was still alive. So Camo not going to be a part of the equation here. Ezho going to use this battle rifle to anchor top tram right now. I love this position from him as he looks over 2 players looking to be aggressive towards B. They expect Native Gaming to play heavy towards B. The last time we saw a situation like this, it was a purple push that allowed Dark Inside to gain the lead to what it is. A 2-kill lead now, 31-29. The game slows down as the moment the pressure starts to build.
Ezho with 12 kills, Piggy with 2, but has 10 assists on the board. So everyone playing their part on the side of Dark Inside now. It's been a very long tournament for them so far. They had to battle through the entirety of the open bracket. And then they struggled in a couple of their games so far in pool play, but now they are taking Native Gaming right down to the wire here. And as Wes has alluded to, a reward would be a position in championship bracket in that elimination side, but Native get the opening here.
Gilkey with a double bottom middle breaks open any kind of control. Dark Inside once had playing his life around the shroud perfectly. Dips, dives, dodge, in and out of the shroud. Finally gets taken down, but not without being an absolute pain in the rear of Dark Inside. The game all of a sudden a 1-kill game is killed. Not only gets 2, buys time to find a 3rd in his team's favor, finally gets traded out, but what a play to tie this game up at 33.
And this game just has the recipe for a 49-49. You can already see it start to be cooked here. Camo is going to be coming up though. Descendant needs to get eyes on it. Will use these nades just to maybe create a little bit of cover, but I think that's smart from him. He knew there was 2 players, they were going to be over there, and it's just, at the moment, a gamble from one of these teams to try and get this camo.
Descendant trying to play his life here. Does he get around the corner? He does just that, but he loses 2 teammates, and because of it, Gilkey, once again, bottom middle becoming a problem, picks up that camo. Piggy's going to be top tower. Piggy's surrounded. Piggy's eliminated. 1 player spotted in the courtyard. Descendant's going nowhere but the death cam as Barcode able to get that back smacked down. The last 2 players spotted in tires, and now red gun camo. Oh no, Dark Inside fans. Gilkey has everything to play around and has a ton of information as he spots multiple players going bottom driveway, tapping with a frag grenade kill in the feed. They're trying to make their way into Tram. It looks like they've been able to create some space here.
Good news is there's not much ammo left in this red gun though, so at least there is that for the side of Dark Inside, as Gilkey will only fire a few and he'll be down to 0 and have to reconsider where he wants to approach. And of course the camouflage is now gone. 3 minutes left on the clock. The clock could very much become a part here as Gilkey uses those few bullets he has to get the kill.
What a push from Dark Inside to go up the stairs. They're able to trade it out. The player from Drop Tram able to get an angle onto the B player as well, so they get a couple of kills. They create some space here. Now all of a sudden, Native Gaming had complete control of the map. Now it's a fight for Cafe, and who's going to win it? It looks like Native Gaming have got the numbers. 3 make it all 4 dead for Dark Inside, and Native Gaming have stolen the lead, and now we're up 3.
Yeah, nice 3-kill lead, and the game will slow down yet again. Keep an eye on where APG sees information here so we can relay that to the rest of the team, because I imagine Dark Inside will try and push out over towards ramp side. It's very difficult when you get stuck in tram like this with the camo also coming up in 18.
A lot of responsibility for APG here. He's trying to watch this entire purple streak by himself. You've seen when the game slows down, Native Gaming in this position play heavy towards the PD. That means APG is on an island, and APG has got to make sure that he does not get pushed. It doesn't look like Dark Inside had the intention of pushing him. They're going to fight for the B side of the map. APG may have an opening here. APG may be able to get to an angle that's unsuspected. Piggy's going to shut that angle down from happening. Camo is up.
Native Gaming have actually been backing off of this one. They've said, look, we've got 1 minute 50 left on the clock. Dark Inside have to do something. Let's force them to make a move. We can use the camo as bait if we would like, but we have a 3-kill lead with very little time left here.
One of the straightest shooters in the history of Halo anchoring this Cafe side of the map right now, denying spikes from being part of the equation. With the wing conditions starting to be minimalized here for Dark Inside. That camo is still up, and you can see Dark Inside starting to make their way towards the bottom of those B stairs. They're going to have the intention of going for it, but everyone looking for the first pick. Who's it going to be? When the domino first falls, so will the towers. Envore starting to deal damage top tower, but he can't advance on this camo. Everyone knows the moment is real here. Elimination of the tournament on the line, and here comes the camo grab. Great space created. They get away with it in the hands of Descendant. Gilkey making his way to Cafe, finds the kill, but the camouflage red gun player is going to be a problem. Tapping buttons now, tries to push, and it's denied. 2 go down. Gilkey falls as well. 44-42.
Just like that, it's a 2-kill game. Descendant with the game potentially in his hands. He needs to find an angle here. Needs to get an isolated fight. He finds one, and just like that, it's back to 2, because that trade is massive.
That's a team nade from Dark Inside to take him down. Ezho finds himself an opening towards Cafe. He's going to back up. 47-44, 30 seconds on the clock. You're down 3. You got to make a play, but you need Shield to do it. He's going to relocate with his team towards B. They all jump up. Barcode's by himself in red, but Barcode with a massive trade. 3 kills still needed. Ezho, the pressure is on. Tapping, making him work for it. They find the first kill. 3 players back tower. Ezho goes down. 8 seconds. 3 kills still separate him. 1 kill to go for Native. Barcode gets the kill, and Native Gaming will advance to bracket play.
What a valiant effort from Dark Inside as they take Native Gaming right down to the wire. But it is the team that started in pool play that will move forward in this tournament into that elimination bracket, and sadly it will be the end of the run for Dark Inside. But what a run it's been all the way through open bracket and taking this to a game 5.
The game couldn't have been any closer. The series couldn't have gone any farther, but Native Gaming show the ice in their veins, and they will advance to bracket play. Hats off to Dark Inside and the performance that they put on throughout the open bracket to get to this point, but they will be cut short and will be eliminated here with this loss.
And of course, we are going to go for a quick break, but don't forget the main stream is about to start. We'll have more matches here on the B stream as well. We'll see you all shortly.